everyone, welcome to Doors Designs. I have 6 really easy Dollar Tree Easter crafts. So if you like this video, please like it and please subscribe so you know when I upload my next video. Now let's get crafting. Okay, for the first project, you're going to need these 3 little planters from Dollar Tree, some grass, soft moss, some egg picks, some ribbon, and some floral foam. Okay, first I'm just going to go ahead and paint these. I'm using Waverly white chalk paint, and I got it from Walmart. You could paint them any color you want. Then I'm going ahead and glue pink ribbon around the edge. You could use any color your ribbon you want. I have a pink one and I have like a buffalo check green, both from Dollar Tree. Then I cut the floral foam up into little cubes, just so the picks could go in them. I'm going to cut the picks. I'm trying to put them all together and cut them so that way there'll be 3 different sizes. Or if you don't want to, you could just push them in down further or higher. And then just put a little bit of the greenery. Now I'm really bad at making ribbons, but here I go. I just make a regular little bow. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and tie a knot in some jute twine. And when I'm satisfied with the position, I will make a double knot. And then just cutting off the excess jute twine. And go ahead and gonna make some, I don't know what you call them, ducktails on the ribbon. And just glue the ribbon. Now, I thought it looked a little sparse with the 3, so I'm going to go ahead and add a 4th egg in it. And like I said, just trying to make it a little shorter than all the rest. And that's it. Now I'm going to do the exact same for the other one. Put my picks together. And the way I'm lining them up, if you just cut straight across, they'll all be different sizes. And if you don't have a tool like this, these picks were pretty easy just to break with your hands, or you could use a scissor. It was pretty easy. I got that little tool on Amazon. It's just add foam, floral, grass, and then I'm going ahead and make a bow. Same thing, just wrap some jute twine around it, not too tight, and then when I arrange it and I like it, I go ahead and make a double knot. Cut off the twine, make my little edges look pretty, and then I'm just going to go ahead and glue that. I think these came out super cute and they were super easy. Let me know what you think. I hope you like them. And here they go. So cute. Okay, on to our next project to match the first one. We're going to need, again, this grass. I'm not sure how to say the Excelsior. I'm not sure how to say that. Same pink. I'm going to use some pink ribbon, some floral foam, the round white one, and some egg picks. And there's vase or bucket. I'm not sure, but you could use any vase or bucket you want to create this look. Okay, I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue And I'm just going to wrap my pink ribbon around the entire thing, around the entire top. Now I'm not gluing the whole thing all around because if I want to, I could remove this quite easily and decorate it again for a different occasion. Put the floral round foam in, and then just stick my picks in where I like them. I didn't even cut these. Like I said, I just pushed some down further than the others. And then I just added my grass. Now, if your grass is a little wild and crazy, just get a scissor and give it a little trim. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a bow. Same concept, make a little bow. Wrap some jute twine around it. You just cut it off and then make the little tails of the ribbon. You just fold it in half and you cut up at an angle. And if you cut it the wrong way, it will come out opposite and you won't get that look. So be aware, and I'm not sure the direction it goes in. And then I just glued it on. Super easy, super quick. And I think it's adorable, and it also goes with the first project we made. So cute. Okay, on to our next project. This one is very simple as well. We're gonna do this vase. And what you're gonna need is a vase, clear vase, some boxwood pick from Walmart. I got this little onion grass from Dollar Tree, and you need some filler, Easter filler, and I have some blue lace from Dollar Tree. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just wrap around the lace, around the bottom, a little hot glue, and again I'm not putting hot glue along the whole thing, just, well, which will eventually be the back. And I'm keeping the glue at the same place as the one I put on the bottom. So that way that could be the entire back of it and you won't see any of that glue in case it seeps through. Because that ribbon was pretty thin, but I love the color of it. Now you could wrap this with any ribbon. I just happened to get that onion and grass with the little blue eggs, so I wanted to use the blue ribbon. There you have it. Now I'm just gonna fill it with that little egg filler, and I'm going to stick in the eggs. If it's too high for you, just try to bend the bottom of it until you get it the size you want. Here I left that tag on, but there you go, I removed it. And then I add my little boxwood picks, and then put the remainder of the filler in. Now you could fill this with grass or moss. You don't have to use that filler. I think it would look really nice and classy. This is just fun and whimsical, and it goes with the first two projects I made. And really quick and easy. Okay, on to project number 4. These are adorable and more neutral colors, and I love them. Okay, this is what you're gonna need. Again, some floral foam, the square ones. They come little 4 in a pack. Some of that Excelsior grass. The little 6-pack of eggs. Now I'll tell you why. They have a little hole in the bottom, and you'll see why later. And I got these 3 little buckets from the wedding section. We're gonna use these skewers, and they're in the kitchen section at Dollar Tree, and I got these beads at Amazon. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a piece of 1 square of the floral foam, and I'm just going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to cut the half into 3 little pieces to fit into those little buckets. Okay, now I'm going to put one of those skewers. You can break it, like I said, with your hand. You don't need a fancy tool. I'm trying to make it different sizes. And then the little rough spots I just trimmed off with the scissor. Okay, so now I put the egg on. Now you gotta hold the egg tight at the bottom in order to put the beads on, because you need that egg to be fully flush inside that egg. Other than that, it's gonna wobble. But if you want, just put some hot glue on that skewer and it will stay, because on the bottom you'll have a little hot glue gluing the skewer and the egg together. I went ahead and just beaded the skewer and then just put it into the little planter. Here we go again. I'm just holding it down and adding the beads. Holding it down tight and adding the beads. Now, if you want it to be really secure, I suggest you put a little glue at the tip of that so the egg will stay nice and tight. And then we're just going to add some of that grass. You could paint the buckets, you could put jute twine around the buckets, you can add a ribbon. I like them really plain. It was simple and easy, and I really love them. And again, you just cut off any of the grass. Now I did change out that purple one. I like the white one. It went with my decor. And there you have it. I think they're so adorable. Okay, next up, super easy. This is a cross I got from Dollar Tree. And I really liked the way it looked, so I didn't change it too much. What you're gonna need is the cross from Dollar Tree, some boxwood picks from Walmart, any kind of wildflower from Dollar Tree, and that jute twine I got from Walmart as a big roll, and I am sure making a lot of projects with it. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut off a little piece of the boxwood pick and place it where I would like it to go. Before I glue anything down, I like to see how it looks. And when I'm satisfied with it, I'll go ahead and glue it down. Now that little pink hot glue saver is from Dollar Tree, and believe me, I should use it more often because I've burned my fingers so many times. Now I just cut off the little wildflowers, and I thought I would place 3 for the Holy Trinity since I was using the cross. And then I went ahead and I just put some jute twine around the entire bottom. When I was done, you just cut it off, and it came out adorable, and not much that I had to do with it. Just added a little greenery, a little jute twine, and a little bit of the wildflowers, and it came out adorable. Now you could paint the cross if you wanted, but I liked the way it looked. On to our next project, another cross. They have all these crosses at Dollar Tree right now. Again, you're gonna need them wildflowers, boxwood pick from Walmart, the cross from Dollar Tree, some Waverly antique wax, some jute twine, some beads from Amazon, and those skewers again from Dollar Tree in the kitchen section area. Okay, so this cross had a little bit of gray on it, and I didn't like the gray, so I'm just going over where the gray was with my antique wax. It's just making it look a little weathered. Where they had the gray, I'm just making it a little brown. Just dabbing a little bit. And I really liked that bow, so I wanted to keep it on. And I'm not too good at making bows, so that's a bonus that they already had a cute bow that I liked on there. Now there was a little too much, so I just wiped my brush off and I went back over, getting rid of any excess. Now, I didn't wait for it to dry, but I suggest you wait for it to dry. I'm going to go ahead and take my jute twine. Again, that is a big roll from Walmart. And I'm just going to wrap the entire bottom around. I did have to go back and touch some of the paint because the rope had touched it. So I suggest you wait for it to dry. Okay, now I'm going to take one of those skewers and I'm measuring where I need it. I'm cutting off the point and just measuring where I need to put these beads. I think I used 6. I check it at 5 and it needs 1 more bead, so it is 6. So I add the bead, and then I'm going to hold it in place. Just checking again. It looks good. 6 beads. Now you could put a little glue on the bottom, and mine slid off. So, but once I held a little glue on the bottom, just 1 bead there, that was it. Waited a minute for it to dry. But I already have the measurements. I knew I needed 6 beads, so I go ahead and put the beads that fell off back on. Make sure it's right. It's good. Now hold the beads together and go ahead and cut it. Watch your fingers here. There you go. Now I'm just gonna hold it with 2 fingers and hot glue the entire thing onto the bottom of the cross. Now that bow wasn't staying down, so I just put a little glue and I held it down. Don't be afraid to maneuver anything around or take it off if you want. Now for the top, I just needed 3 little beads. And the top was much easier because it didn't have a base. And you'll see what I did in a minute. So I had the 3. I didn't even use the glue on the bottom of this one. I just held it and cut it. Watch your fingers. Doesn't matter if it fell, I have the little piece of wood, that's all I need. And really for the top part, I just need it to hold the beads in place for a second. I hot glue them and I put them down. Now since the skewer is not glued to anything, it can fall right out. And there it is. Now the bottom one was secured by the bottom and that top, so it wasn't able to come out. And now we're ahead. I'm just gonna cut some greenery, see where I like it. Place it at the base. I only used 2 flat wildflowers here, 1 on each side of the beaded row, because I didn't want to block the beads. And then when I was satisfied, I glued them all together. And I think this came out super adorable, and it was quick and easy. You could paint the beads, you could stain the beads, or you could, I like the raw wood look on this. And there you have it. I hope you like this video. I hope you subscribe to my channel. I really enjoy making crafts. And hopefully one person will be inspired to craft or enjoy. Till next time, guys, have a good day and happy Easter.